students. Today we will discuss the new topic 3D geometry or three-dimensional geometry. So this is very important for competitive and both side. So especially for JEE main, from this topic 2 questions given. So in this topic 2 parts means lines and plane. From line 1 question, planes 1 question given. Sometimes both mixed questions given, line and plane questions. But this topic generally students feel difficult because why they are feeling difficult means so this is only imagination. So every concept or every problem, if you imagine that given concept, after then if you prove that solutions, so that's why generally students feel this is a difficult, but 1 or 2 times if you revise that concepts thoroughly, then automatically we feel this is a easy topic only. Okay na, right? So in this topic first we discuss the concept direction cosines and direction ratios of a line. Direction cosines DCs and DRs, DCs and DRs of a line, DCs and DRs of a line. So already previous topic vector algebra we discussed this concept direction cosines and direction ratios of a line. So at the time already I told so that vector concept, vector algebra concepts are basics for this concept. Okay na? So once again if you revise that what is the direction cosines and the direction ratios of a given line. So that's why first we take one rectangular coordinate system. First we take one rectangular coordinate system. So x axis, y axis, z axis, horizon. Okay na? Now if you draw the one cuboid, now if you draw the one cuboid, okay na? Now this is a one cuboid shape na? Here if you take one point P, x comma y comma z coordinates. Now if we join this one, so now we take one rectangular coordinate system. On that rectangular coordinate system we draw the one cuboid. Okay, we draw the one cuboid ma. Now here see OP. So OP represented a directed line L. OP represented a directed line L passing through the horizon. Now this directed line. Makes the angle alpha, beta, gamma with x comma y comma z axis respectively. So first this directed line making the angle with x axis alpha, so y axis beta, z axis gamma. Now these angles are said to be direction angles. These angles are said to be direction angles. Now these angles we calculated in terms of cosine function. Then cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma are said to be direction cosines of a directed line. So these direction cosines are simply denoted by the letters L, M, N. So L is equal to cos alpha, M is equal to cos beta, N is equal to cos gamma. Okay na? So just we remember here how to define direction cosines means any directed line makes the angle alpha, beta, gamma with coordinate axis x comma y comma z respectively. Then that angles are said to be direction angles. These direction angles are we calculated in terms of cosine function, then cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma are said to be direction cosines of the given directed line. Okay na, right? So here see ma, so this directed line we extended only one direction. Now if we extended like this, so this directed line if we extended another, means suppose this is the upwards, so backward direction if you want to take, means like that if you extended this line, like that if you extended this line, then this direction, this directed line direction if you take in this direction, okay na, this directed line direction if you take in this direction, then this directed line, this directed line direction angles, what means ma, when if you reverse the directed direction of the directed line, if you reverse the direction of the directed line, then the direction angles can be, direction angle can be replaced by their supplementary angles, replaced by their supplementary angles. So supplementary angle means what ma, sum of the any two angles is equal to how much, 180 degrees. Now here see ma, so this is the directed line, in this direction, this is the upward direction if you take it, means in this direction, this directed line direction angles what, alpha, beta, gamma with coordinate axis. Now if you reverse this direction in this way, if you reverse the direction in this direction, then direction angles of this directed line, how, what we consider means complementary angle of the direction. Suppose here complementary angle means what, here the direction angle alpha. Now this complementary angle what we written here, pi minus alpha. Now here beta angle there. Now complementary angle what we written here, pi minus beta. So again here complementary angle, here this is the direction angle gamma. Complementary angle what we written here, pi minus gamma. Right? Simply here that imagination difficult. Here in this diagram imagination difficult. So that's why simply we drawn my here. This is the x-axis. This is what ma, x-axis. Now this is the directed line. Now this is the directed line. Now this directed line making the angle x-axis alpha. Now if we extended this one, so now extended in this direction, when if we reverse this direction and when we reverse the direction of the directed line, then automatically, so if you write on the supplementary angle of the direction angle, so this is the alpha. Now this angle how much, what we written here, pi minus alpha. This is the supplementary of this alpha angle, direction angle. So that's why you write pi minus alpha. Like that only remaining axis also, y axis and z axis. These are the direction angles of in this direction, the directed line in this direction we consider, means this is the direction angles. Now if you want to find out direction cosines of directed line in this direction, now these values are we calculated in terms of cosine function. Then what we have here, cos of pi minus alpha, cos of pi minus beta, cos of pi minus gamma. Here pi minus theta, which quadrant ma? Second quadrant. Second quadrant cos function negative. So minus cos alpha, minus cos beta, minus cos gamma. So what we done here, minus L, minus M, minus N value. Okay na? So these are also direction cosines of the directed line, but opposite direction. Which are direction ma? Opposite direction. So right here see ma once again. So now this is the directed line. If we take in this direction, this directed line direction cosines L comma M comma N. Otherwise if we change the direction of the directed line, then automatically the direction cosines of the directed line in this direction, what we taken here, minus alpha, minus L, minus M, minus N. So when we change the direction of the directed line, then automatically if we change the sign of the direction cosines, if we change the sign of the reverse of the direction cosines, okay na? So from this conclusion, from this conclusion what we read means ma, in space any one direct line if we taken, in space any one directed line if we taken, so the directed line can be extended in opposite direction, if you take in space any one directed line, the directed line can be extended in two opposite direction. So that's why the direct line having the two set of direction cosines, These direction cosines also unique. The set of direction cosines what we written here, plus or minus L, plus or minus M, plus or minus N. So these are the two set of direction cosines of the directed line having in space. So these direction cosines are unique. These direction cosines are what ma? Unique direction cosines. Okay na? Right. Right here, Sima. So if you remember some note points here. So what is the direction cosines of x-axis? Suppose DC is of x-axis. DC is of x-axis. So now how to find it? DC is of x-axis direction cosines. Generally direction cosines what? The directed line making the direction angles with the coordinate axis. That direction cosines we calculate in terms of cos function. So that's why here x-axis with respect to, so x-axis we treat it as a directed line. So x-axis itself if we take it means angle is 0. Remaining angle if we take it mutually perpendicular. So that's why what we are doing here, cos 0 degrees, cos 90 degrees, again cos 90 degrees. So that's why direction cosines what we are doing, cos 0, 1, comma 0, comma 0. So these are the direction cosines of x-axis. And similarly if you are here y-axis, direction cosines of y-axis 0, comma 1, comma 0. Okay na? Next z-axis, if you are here direction cosines of z-axis 0, comma 0, comma 1 value. So these are the direction cosines of coordinate axis. And another point ma, so right Sima here. Now if we take here okay, so this is the rectangular coordinate system. If we take one cuboid, now here OP there, okay na? So here what ma? OP. So this coordinates x comma y comma z. Now if we draw the one perpendicular from P2 on x-axis, from P2 ma on x-axis, then see ma, so from P2 on x-axis, this is the point. So triangle POA. So this is the x coordinate number x1. So this is the R value. So from this diagram, already we discussed the same concept in vectors also. So then if we take from this triangle, if you want to write down here angle what here alpha, this directional line making with the alpha angle. Then what we write down here cos alpha is equal to cos alpha. Here 90 degrees there. So cos alpha is equal to adjacent side. What we write down here? So AO by OP. So that is equal to what ma? X by R value. Generally cos alpha is equal to L. So L is equal to X by R. X is equal to what ma? L R value. And similarly, okay na? Now here Sima. Similarly if you want to write down another perpendicular, if you want to draw the y axis and z axis, then what we write down here? Y is equal to MR. Z is equal to NR. Means sometimes if you replace the coordinates of P point, LR, MR and NR also. Suppose if we take this coordinates instead of this one, what we have done here? LR, MR and NR. Now if we want to write down that vector in this direction, OP direction, position vector, R bar is equal to, generally what we have done? XI cap, YJ cap, ZK cap. Now here see ma, R bar is equal to, X is equal to how much here? LR. If you want to write down here, LR I cap, LR J, MR J cap plus ma NR K cap. Now if you want to take R common here, R bar is equal to, R common means ma L into I cap, M into J cap, N into K cap. Then finally what we have here? R bar by magnitude. This is the magnitude value. So that is L into I cap, M into J cap, N into K cap. Now this is represent the unit vector of R. Value. So in this direction, this is represent the direction of vector in this way. Okay na? So this is the another point. Next, already we discussed the relation, means one vector direction cosines given, L comma M comma N are the direction cosines of any vector, then L square plus M square plus N square is equal to how much more? One value. Already in vectors also we discussed that relation between the direction cosines, L square plus M square plus N square is always how much more value? L square plus M square plus N square is equal to one value. Already we proved this concept in vectors also. Otherwise, by using this concept only, if you want to prove that L square plus M square plus N square is equal to how much? One value. Okay na? So my next definition, direction ratios. Direction ratios. So any three real numbers, if we take any three real numbers are proportional to direction cosines of a line. Okay na? Any three real numbers are proportional to direction cosines of a line. Then the three real numbers are said to be direction ratios of the given line. Direction ratios of the given line. So generally ma, if we take an L comma M comma N, L comma M comma N are direction cosines of a line. And A comma B comma C, A comma B comma C or direction ratios of a line. Okay na? Now already we discussed from direction ratios means what ma? Any three real numbers are proportional to the direction cosines of a line, then the three real numbers are said to be direction ratios. So that's why we take here relation. Proportional relation means what we have done? A by L is equal to B by M is equal to C by N is equal to some K or lambda. Okay na? Now what we have done here? A is equal to LK, B is equal to MK, C is equal to NK. Here K belongs to any real number. K belongs to any real number. If you give here any real number means, so any line direction cosines, any line direction cosines there. The direction cosines we multiplying with the any real number. Then automatically if you get the different type of direction cosines. Okay na? So this is the direction cosines definition ma. Any three real numbers are proportional to direction cosines of the given line. Then the three real numbers are said to be direction ratios of the given line. Okay na? So right here Sima, suppose if we take direction cosines of any one line, suppose if we take here 1 by root 3 minus 1 by root 3 and 2 by root 3. So these are the direction cosines or DCs. Now if you want to find out different type of direction ratios, how to find it? Just here see my direction cosine multiplying with K. Suppose if you multiplying with 2 or root 3, then what happens? See here 1 comma minus 1 comma 2. So this is the direction ratios. Here what we did operating here? Multiply root 3 value. Again if you multiplying with 2 into root 3, so 2 minus 2, so 4. Okay na? So these are also what ma? Direction ratios. Here what we did operating here? Multiply 2 root 3. So like this, if we multiplying different type of real numbers with the same pair of direction cosines, if we get a different type of direction ratios, different type of direction ratios. Here direction cosines given, if you find out the direction ratios, but direction ratios given, how to find it? Direction cosines of the given line. Okay na? So next concept he given to obtain the direction cosines from direction ratios, to obtain the direction cosines from direction ratios. So first we take here, let A comma B and C or direction ratios of a line, and L comma M and N are the direction cosines of a given line. Okay na? So first we take three direction ratios of a given line and related with the direction cosines. Just now only revise and relation means what? Direction ratios are proportional to direction cosines. So that's why what we done here, L by A is equal to M by B is equal to N by C is equal to some K value. Okay na? Now here see what we have done here, L is equal to A into K, M is equal to B into K, n is equal to c into k value. So already we know that one relation means a relation between direction cosines property. So what we done here, we know that L square plus m square plus n square is equal to how much more? One value. Now if you replace these values, a square into k square, b square into k square, c square into k square is equal to 1. Now common value what my here? K square if we take common, then what we done here? A square plus b square plus c square is equal to 1, and then if you done here, k square is equal to 1 by a square plus b square plus c square. Then finally if you done k is equal to plus or minus 1 by square root of a square plus b square plus c square value. Okay na? So k is equal to 1 by plus or minus 1 by root of a square plus b square plus c square value. Okay na? So next these value, this k value we substituted here. L is equal to how much there, see ma here? L is equal to a into k given. Now here k is equal to plus or minus a by square root of a square plus b square plus c square, and again m is equal to, so plus or minus b by square root of a square plus b square plus c square, and n is equal to plus or minus c by square root of a square plus b square plus c square. So okay now here Sima, what we find out here, actually three real numbers given, direction ratios of a given line given. Now next we, by using that ratios, if you want to find out the direction cosines, how to write on, so that ratio by sum of the square root of sum of the squares of the total value in square root. If you taken that value given, L value, M value, N value. But here if you write on plus or minus number, so plus or minus means which symbol we consider means depends on that k value, depends on that k value, either positive or negative, that related if you give the sign for the L, M, N values, L, M, N values. Okay na? Right. Here Sima, already I told nama, so direction cosines of any directed line if we taken, that is unique. Unique means what ma? Anyone, L comma M comma N only, otherwise. But direction ratios here Sima, direction cosines unique, but direction ratios are different type of direction ratios there. So that's why what we have done here, suppose if we take any three direction ratios, if A comma B comma C are direction ratios of a line, then KA, KB, KC are also direction ratios of a given line, So that meaning what ma? So any three direction ratios given means, so if you multiplying the direction ratios, any number, any real number, then that set also direction ratios of the given line, So that's why one line having how many direction ratios means infinite number of direction ratios. For example, if you take in here 1 comma 2 comma 3 or direction ratios of a given line. Now multiplying with the common value. Suppose 2, 4, 6, that is also direction ratios. 3, 6, 9, that is also direction ratio. So that's why one directed line having infinite number of direction ratios. But how many direction cosines means unique direction cosines. Okay na? But one line having the two pairs, the set of direction ratios are proportional. Okay na? At the time that line having the set of direction ratios are proportional to the given line. So this point we remember ma, any directed line having the infinite number of direction ratios, but direction cosines are unique. Next one Sima, direction cosines of a line passing through 2 points. So 2 points given. Now just we learn direction ratios given, how to find it direction cosines. But 2 points, the line passing through the 2 points, at the time how to find it the direction cosines of the given line. So right here Sima, if you draw the rectangular coordinate system, so in the rectangular coordinate system, the line passing through how many points? 2 points. Suppose this is the line passing through 2 points, P. So this coordinates x1, y1, z1, and Q point, this coordinates x2, y2, z2. Okay na? Now if we this PQ line having the direction cosines L comma M comma N. So this PQ line having the direction cosines what ma L comma M comma N. Now if you draw the perpendicular, from P and Q to on XY plane, Now if you draw the perpendicular from P and Q on XY plane, that perpendicular meets to the XY plane at RS, RS. Now again if you draw the perpendicular from P to QS, again that perpendicular meet QS at N, okay na. So first if you draw the one line passing through the 2 points PQ, and that line having the direction cosines L comma M comma N value, and also that line make the angles alpha, beta, gamma with coordinate axis, After then if you draw the perpendiculars from P and Q points to XY plane, then the perpendicular meets the XY plane at RS points, Again if you draw the perpendicular from P point to QS, then the perpendicular meets that QS at N point, okay na. Now here see ma, so now if you extended this line like this, now here angle, suppose how much gamma, why means already told nama that PQ line makes the angles with the coordinate axis alpha, beta, gamma. Here z axis there. Now this line if you extended this one means then automatically here angle how much, here gamma angle. Now this is also gamma. Now this is gamma means this angle also how much ma? Gamma value. This angle is also gamma. So that's why what we are done here, angle PQN is equal to gamma. Angle PQN ma is equal to gamma from triangle PQN. So from this triangle PQN. So this is the right angle triangle. Cos gamma is equal to what we are done, see here, cos gamma is equal to opposite side. Next this is the adjacent side, hypotenuse. So QN by PQ value. So already in first year 3D geometry also this concept there must section formula and distance formula, there we learn this concept. So now this distance I want ma, QN I want, then how to find it, sir? So this is QS is parallel to Z axis, PR is also parallel to Z axis. In Q, Z coordinate Z2, this total length QS is equal to X2, then QNS is parallel to PR. Now PR length how much ma? Z1. This total length is equal to Z1. So this is equal to this one. This total length is equal to how much ma? Z2. Now this distance what we are done here, Z2 minus Z1. So that is equal to what we are done here, Z2 minus Z1 by PQ value. Which angle this one? Cos gamma value. So cos gamma means generally we represented that which letter ma, that direction cosines M. So N is equal to Z2 minus Z1 by PQ. And similarly if you want to draw like this only, so another triangle we consider or another angle we consider, then what we are done here, cos alpha and cos beta similarly. So cos alpha if you are done means what we are done here, x2 minus x1 by PQ value. So cos beta is equal to y2 minus y1 by PQ value. Y means ma, here alpha making with angle with x axis, gamma beta making with angle y axis. So gamma making with z axis. So that's why gamma making with z axis means z2 minus z1 by PQ. Here alpha means x2 minus x1 by PQ, and beta means what ma? This value. So next these direction cosines how to run here, n already there. Now this value we represented with L and this value we represented with the M value. So then finally direction cosines of that line what we run here, x2 minus x1 by PQ, comma y2 minus y1 by PQ, comma z2 minus z1 by PQ. Okay na. Now here PQ means what? Distance between 2 points. PQ is equal to square root of these two distance, PQ distance. What we done here? x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square plus z2 minus z1 whole square. Now these are the represent the direction cosines of the given line passing through the 2 points P and Q. So these are the direction cosines of the given line PQ, given line PQ passing through the 2 points P and q value. So whenever 2 points given, if you want to find out a direction cosines of passing through the line, direction cosines of passing through the given two lines means, then we are applying this formula x2 minus x1 by pq, y2 minus y1 by pq, and z2 minus z1 by pq. But here pq means what? Distance between that 2 points value. So this is represented the direction cosines of the given line passing through the given 2 points. Just now only you find out the passing through, means the line passing through the any 2 points, then if you find out the direction cosines of the line. Now similarly, direction ratios of line segment joining 2 points. So 2 points joining the line segment there. Now how to find it? Direction ratios of that line segment means in that system only rectangular coordinate system, if you taken here 2 points there, suppose PQ. So this is the P point and this is the Q point. Now how to find it? This direction ratios, direction ratio. Now in this direction, if you find out the vector, PQ vector, means must and should be we join with this one horizon. So these 2 points we join with the horizon. Okay na? Now we are applying the, so these coordinates we consider here x1 comma y1 comma z1, and this coordinates x2 comma y2 comma z2 coordinates. Now if you are applying the addition law, then what we write on my addition law? If you want to write on means, so OP bar plus PQ bar is equal to OQ bar. Okay na? So now if you take an addition law, now if you want to find out PQ vector, so how to find it? PQ vector OQ minus OP bar, OP minus OP. Then here see PQ is equal to what we write here? OQ means x2. So means what we write here? x2 minus x1 I cap plus y2 minus y1 j cap plus z2 minus z1 k cap. Okay na? So this is represent the PQ vector. Already in vectors I told 1 point. So A bar is equal to A1 I cap plus A2 j cap plus A3 k cap. So in that vector, that scalar components are represent the scalar component or represent the direction ratios of the given vector. Direction ratios of the given vector. Here also see same, we represent this is PQ bar is equal to x2 minus x1 I cap, y2 minus y1 j cap, z2 minus z1. So now these scalar components means what? x2 minus x1 comma y2 minus y1 and z2 minus z1 are called direction ratios of the given line segment. Direction ratios of the given line segment. So whenever if you remember any 2 points, the direction ratios of line segment passing through the 2 points given means direction ratios what we write on x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1, or sometimes if you write on this one also x1 minus x2, y1 minus y2, z1 minus z2. So these are the direction ratios of the line segment passing through the given 2 points. Okay na? Right, Sima? Here 2 examples there. These 2 are 1 mark previous questions. So here what given, Sima? If a line makes angle 90 degrees, 60 degrees and 30 degrees with the positive direction of x, y and z axis respectively. Means what ma? Alpha, beta, gamma given. Alpha, beta here respectively given means in that order only we consider. So means alpha is equal to 90 degrees given, beta is equal to 60 degrees given and gamma is equal to 30 degrees. Now what we find out here, direction cosines. So already we explained no. So direction cosines means what? Cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma. So first cos alpha, L is equal to cos alpha, then what we done here? Cos 90 is equal to 0 value. Next what we done here? M is equal to cos beta. So cos 60 is equal to 1 by 2 value. Then N is equal to how much here? Cos gamma. Cos gamma is nothing but cos 30, that is equal to 1 by root 3. Now direction cosines of the given line. What we done here? L comma M comma N is equal to these values what here? 0 comma next here what we done 0 comma next another one what 1 by 2 comma 1 by root 3 values. So these are the direction cosines of the given line. And next one what we done here? If a line has direction ratios, so determine its direction cosine. Direction ratios given means what? A is equal to 2, B is equal to -1, C is equal to -2 given. So direction cosines already explained no. L is equal to plus or minus A by square root of. So that's why what we done here, first we find out this value square root of A square plus b square plus c square, that is equal to how much this value? So 4 plus 1 plus 4, that is equal to root 9, that is equal to 3 value. Now what we done here, direction cosines of this value means first we found L is equal to, so generally plus or minus, but depends on that k value means 2 by, so this value 2 by 3, m is equal to minus 1 by 3, n is equal to what we done here, minus 2 by 3 value. So these are the direction cosines of the given line having the direction ratios. Okay na? Right. Let's see my third example. Find the direction cosines of the line passing through the 2 points. So just now only we discussed any line passing through the 2 points, then how to find the direction cosines of that line. So condition what there, x2 minus x1 by pq, y2 minus y1 by pq, z2 minus z1 by pq value. Now this is the related direction cosines. First we find out the pq value, distance between the given 2 points, root 77. Now here if you run the difference, x2 minus x1, 1 minus half minus plus 2, 2 minus 4, 3 minus half minus plus 5. So 3 plus means 3 by root 77 minus 2 by root 77, 8 by root 77. So these are the direction cosines of the line passing through the given 2 points. Now next question what ma, find direction cosines of x, y and z axis. Already I explained this one, how do we get that direction cosines? X axis direction cosine 1 comma 0 comma 0. My y means x axis making the angle itself is 0 degrees and the remaining 2 axis 90 degrees. So that's why 1 comma 0 comma 0, 0 comma 1 comma 0, 0 comma 0 comma 1 value. First exercise, exercise 11.1. Here 5 questions given. From that exercise, one more question important. One more question important. If a line makes angles 90 degrees, 135 degrees, 45 degrees with the x, y, z axis respectively, find its direction cosines. So same problem example already explained. So here make the angles, the line make the angles, alpha is equal to 90 degrees given and beta is equal to 135 degrees. So gamma is equal to 45 degrees. So these angles the line make with the coordinate axis. So then if we take here angles given means that is the direction angles. If we calculate in terms of cos means then that is the direction cosine. Now if you want to find out direction cosines of the given line, so then how to find it? Direction cosines, L is equal to cos alpha. Then what we done here? Cos 90 degrees, that is equal to 0. M is equal to cos beta, that is equal to cos 135 degrees. Cos 135, how to write this value? So cos of 90 plus 45 degrees. So here 90 means cos become as sine function. Which quadrant? Second quadrant. Minus again what we done here? 45 degrees minus 1 by root 2. Then again another one what? N is equal to cos gamma, that is equal to cos 45 degrees. So 1 by root 2. So then finally direction cosines of the given line, L comma M comma N is equal to 0 comma minus 1 by root 2 comma 1 by root 2. So these are the direction cosines of the given line. Okay na? So next one, Sima. This question very important. So find the direction cosines of a line which makes equal angles with the coordinate axis. Equal angles with the coordinate axis means what we taken here? Let alpha comma beta and gamma be the angles. Makes a line with the coordinate axis. Respectively. Let alpha, beta and gamma be the angles makes a line with the coordinate axis. But these angles are equal given. Means what given? Find the direction cosines of a line which makes equal angles. Equal angle means what? Alpha is equal to beta is equal to gamma. Alpha is equal to beta is equal to gamma. So already we know that one relation in direction cosines relation there. Sum of the squares of the direction cosines is equal to 1. So that's why what we done here, cos square alpha plus cos square beta plus ma cos square gamma is equal to 1. Now instead of this beta gamma place also we replace alpha. Then what put on this value? 3 into cos square alpha is equal to 1. So cos square alpha is equal to 1 by 3. So then cos alpha is equal to plus or minus 1 by 3 value. Now direction cosines what put on here? Therefore the equal angles mama. So that's why direction cosines are plus or minus 1 by root 3 comma plus or minus 1 by root 3 comma plus or minus 1 by root 3. So these are the direction cosines when the line make the equal angle with the coordinate axis. Okay na? Right, here another third question what given Sima. So here what given means if a line has direction ratios. So he given my direction ratios given. So direction ratios are means ma A is to B is to C is equal to minus 18 and 12. Next ma 4 given. So these are the direction ratios. 18, 12 minus 4. Then what are its direction cosines? Direction ratios given means direction cosines. How to find it? First we simplifying this one. Common ratio. If you take means then what we run see here? A is to B is to C is equal to minus 9 is to 3 table 2 table 6 is 2, then this value minus 2 value. Now if you want to find out here square root of this value a square plus b square plus c square is equal to how much? 9 square 81 plus 36 plus 4 value. How much this value? 40 means 121. So 121 is means 11 value. So now 1 by 1 direction ratios how to write here? L is equal to plus or minus A by A is equal to minus 9. So minus 9 by square root of this value 11 and M is equal to what? 6 by 11 value 6 by 11. Then N is equal to minus 2 by 11. So these are the direction cosines with related with given direction ratios. Right, Sima? Show that here 3 points given are collinear. 3 points are collinear. So first you give the name for that given points A 2, 3, 4. B point minus 1, minus 2, 1. So C point 5, 8, 7. So in vectors means in 3D geometry this type of question given means first we find out the direction ratios of line joining AB. Direction ratios of line joining BC. Now if we verify the two direction ratios are proportional. So proportional means the two lines are line joining lines are must and should be parallel. Here common point is B. Why means already explained in the direction ratios any two sets of direction ratios of a line are proportional. Any two sets of direction ratios of a given line is parallel means connected with the same line. So that's why first we find out the direction ratios of line joining AB or direction ratios of line joining AB or how much minus 1 minus 2 minus 2 minus 3 1 minus 4 that is values how much here minus 3 minus 5 minus 3 value. And again if you find out here direction ratios of line joining BC or BC 5 minus half minus 1 plus and next one Sima. So 8 plus 2 next one 7 minus 1 means how much 6 and this value 10 and this value 6. Now here Sima proportional there are. So means what here minus 3 by 6 is equal to minus 5 by 10 is equal to minus 3 by 6. How much more value? 3 by 2 minus 1 by 2. So minus 1 by 2 minus 1 by 2. So this total value is equal to minus 1 by 2. So direction ratios of AB and the direction ratios of BC are both are proportional. So that's why here AB is parallel to BC. So AB is parallel to BC. So when AB is parallel to BC means what here B is the common point. So that's why the 3 points must and should be lies on the same line. So that's why these 3 given points are which type of points? collinear points. Okay, now once again we remember ma, so in three dimensional geometry any 3 points given. Now if you want to show that the given 3 points are collinear, then first what we find out means line joining, direction ratios of first line joining 2 points A, B, direction ratios of B, C. Then we verify the proportional condition. So the two direction ratios of the lines are proportional, then must and should be the two lines are parallel. So whenever parallel means the common point what here, B value. So that's why the given 3 points are which type of points means collinear points. So another question ma, find the direction cosines of the sides of a triangle whose vertices are. Here suppose if you take one triangle ABC, so A, B, C. If we give the names for that vertices ma, A coordinates 3, 5, minus 4 vertices. So B coordinates ma 1, minus 1, 1, 2. So this one ma minus 5 comma minus 5 comma minus 2 value. Now if you find out the sides, each one by one sides direction cosines, then what we are done here, direction ratios of side AB or direction ratios of side AB or, then what we are done, direction ratios of side AB or, so minus 1 no, minus 3 minus 4 value. Next ma 1 minus 5 minus 4 value. So 2 minus into minus ma plus 6. So 2 plus 6 value. So square root of, if you find out my direction cosines no ma, A square plus B square plus ma C square is equal to square root of 16 plus 36 is equal to, how much sima this one, 16 plus, so 32, 68 means ma 2 into root 17 fours are 68 value. Now direction cosines what we are done here, DCs of side AB or what we are done here, minus 4 by 2 into root 17 minus 4 by 2 into root 17, 6 by 2 into root 17. So 2 ones are 2 2s are number, minus 2 by root 17. So minus 2 by root 17, 3 by root 17. So these are the direction cosines of side AB. And similarly if you want to find out more, this is the calculation part only, side BC. So direction ratios of side BC, direction ratios of side BC are, so what we are direction ratios of side BC, minus 5 plus 1 minus 4 value. Next ma minus 5 minus 1 minus 6. Next ma minus 2 plus 2. So minus 2 minus 2. How much more? Minus 2 minus 2 minus 4 value. Again what we are here? So this value A square plus B square plus C square is equal to, again ma 16 plus 36 plus 16. Again this value 2 into root 17 only. Same value, this value. So direction cosines, again direction cosines of side BC or what we are done here, minus 4 by 2 into root 17 minus 6 by 2 into root 17 minus 4 by 2 into root 17. So minus 2 by root 17 minus 3 by root 17, again minus 2 by root 17. Okay na. Next one see ma, last side CA. If you want to find out the direction ratios of CA, direction ratios of CA are, so CR means ma minus 1 minus 3 minus 8. Next ma this value minus 5 minus 10. Next this value ma minus 2 plus 4. Minus 2 plus 4 means a plus 2 value. Okay na. Minus 5 minus 3 minus 8 minus 5 minus 10 minus 2 plus 4 2 value. Next what we are done here, this value square root value A square plus B square plus C square is equal to 64 plus 100 plus 4 value. That is equal to what we are done here, 168. So 168 means 2 into root of 42. Correct. So 2 if you take it means 4. 4 2s are 8, 4 4s are 16. 2 into root 42. So then what we are done here, direction ratios of side CA or what we are done means minus 8 by 2 into root 42 minus 10 by 2 into root 42. Next 2 by 2 into root 42. Then 2 ones are minus 4 by root 42 minus 5 by root 42. Then 1 by root 42. So these are the direction cosines of each side of the given triangle ABC.